Hello everybody, how are you? I hope you're all wonderful, I'm sure you are. Today I'm talking about the 3 signs, 3 steps that the emissaries have given me to show basically what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next? They're telling me what's going to happen next. So I'm going to share it with you. And I'm also going to tell you a story about the first sign and about how that's going to work. I'll tell you all about it on the other side. So I wanted to ask the emissaries specifically about the fact that they said the work was complete. Okay, what did that mean? And they said, all we're talking about is the first phase. Yeah, the first phase. And what they said was that first phase is going from dark to light. Okay, so they said that's done now. The dark energy is now moved to light energy. So, and they said that's it. So now all that's going to happen is we're going to see increasingly more good instead of increasingly less bad, I suppose. Although we're still going to see increasingly less bad, but the focus now is on increasingly more good. Happy about that, yeah? And so I asked them, well, what do we need to look for? How do we need to, what do we need to use as a measure to see how this good is going to happen? First of all, before I tell you the answer, I'm going to tell you a story about a man who used to sell water. Okay, so this man used to sell water, and he actually had a stall that was right on the riverside, and he had a stall that had a big backdrop so you couldn't see the river, and he would sell water, and people came in the thousands and they would buy water from him, and all he would be doing was taking it out of the river and selling them the river water. And the whole business was built on the premise that nobody saw that there was a river behind him. And he made a fortune. Business was booming. Until one day, somebody looked behind the backdrop and saw that there was a river there and said, "There's a river here. This water we've been buying is from the river." And on that day, the man happily closed his business and went home. And that's where we are. This is the shift from the dark to the light. Very soon, people are going to see that they've been sold something at a very high price, something that they already had, and they've always had, and it's been there for everybody. So, the emissary said that the first stage of this good works happening, these good things happening, is that people will turn their backs on the media and the government. That's what they said. So basically this is the process that we're in. They see that the government is a pile of bollocks, always has been, but now they are showing themselves out to be a pile of bollocks, yeah. And also finding out that the media is a bunch of dirty, low-life, stinking, monkey, lying bastards. Yeah. So people are starting to see that now. And this is the light's on now. The light is on. It's bright. And people can see. And so what's going to happen, and this is the way that the emissaries described it, they're literally just going to turn their backs on it and ignore it. You see, the government only has power because people do what they're told. The media only has power because people listen. And so what they say is that people will just stop paying attention to it. They'll just turn and face other things. Okay? So that's where, this is the process that we're in now. This is going to be the first sign. And I'm seeing already loads and loads of, the tricklings of that sign. But I think we're going to see it in a very, very big way. In a very big way. Okay? That people realize that the media and the government just talk bollocks all of the time. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, then they said that the people, as they turn away from that, will then come together and unite. And God only knows we need that, don't we? So we'll start to unite. They didn't say all of the people, by the way, and they didn't say all of the people are going to turn away from the media. They just said this is a sign people will turn away. People will unite. So I do believe that 2023 is this unity time. People coming together. And, we're already together, but we're together separately. We're all in the same camp, but we've all got our little campfires all separately. And I think we're going to have one big fucking massive bonfire in a moment. So we're all going to unite, and that's going to be beautiful as well. And then the third step is that unity is going to bring us to a place where we start working, and the emissaries were describing, working on healing ourselves physically, healing the planet, and healing everything, the infrastructure, the way that we live, everything. They said that it'll be a restoration of the planet, a restoration of our health, and a restoration of our spirituality. So that's the third step. And obviously once that starts, what they were saying was that the planet and everything will start to heal because of the way that we're going to start to treat it. Yeah. And I said, will the planet, will the fabric of the planet change? Like 3D, 5D, will it be all spiritual? And they said, no. They said the planet will heal, absolutely, and it will improve because of the way that we're going to treat it. But it'll be us on the planet that will be changing. And the planet intrinsically will stay the same, but it'll be us that brings the change to the planet. They said that in that process, the bad things will be forgotten about. And they said there will be people who want recrimination, and they said, and recrimination will happen. But generally, as time passes, all of that will be forgotten about. Why? Because there'll be so much focus on the good, so much focus on all of the wonderful things. Remember, if you're in your bliss and you're working in your bliss and you're doing blissful things, the last thing you want to do is be thinking about all that old crap. Yeah. So you know what? If I were to be honest, if I just saw step one completed in my lifetime, I'd be over the fucking moon. If I just saw all of the people just turn away and the media flop and the governments flop, beautiful. That'd be lovely to watch. Will I see more? Will we see more? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know how fast this will be. Remember, the emissaries don't talk about time, but it just... I believe in the true karma justice. I really do. I believe in justice. My son asked me the other day, which is the best revenge? Like cold revenge or hot revenge? He asked me weird questions. And I said, do you know what? I never ever think about revenge now. I never want to get back at anybody. Just because I know that I don't need to. I deeply down now, I believe that everything finds balance and every unbalanced act will be balanced with the equal and opposite number. That's what I believe. So I never ever concern myself about, oh my God, will these people be taken to task? Will they get away with this? Will these people just get away with it? I never think that, because I know they won't. I know deep down in my heart that they will not get away with it, whether it be in this life or the following lives. They won't get away with it. They have to pay. They have to pay the price. They have to find balance. And so it sets me free in many respects. I'm that kind of attitude, and it's something I've had for a long while. It makes me, I never spend time in the past, worrying about what people did to me or worrying about what was done. Sometimes I spent time in the past worrying about what I did to people. That's another story. But I always believe that everything happens for a reason, that there's a plan going on, and that people who actually just go and do bad stuff because that's what they are, they'll get their comeuppance, and I don't need to do anything. If I got my revenge on somebody, all I'm doing is putting more karma on my hands. No, I don't. Enough that I've got to work through my stuff. I don't want any more. Definitely not. Let the universe is the most beautiful equalizer. The universe equalizes perfectly in a balanced way, literally a balanced way. When we get involved, it all goes to shit. It all goes to shit. When we try and get revenge, it gets very messy, very clarty, and we end up probably with more problems afterwards than we went into that with. So definitely not. So the recriminations, they'll happen in the way that they're meant to happen. I'm not getting involved with them. Yeah, I will stand and watch on the sidelines, like with a smile on my face, going, well, there you are, You pays your money, you takes your chance. But involved, I won't be involved in that. Definitely not. Not my bag. That's not my thing, man. No, I'm going to be on the unity, doing good works, healing the planet, healing spirituality, healing health. That's my thing. Where will your thing be? Will you be in the gallows, with the hood over your head, pulling the people on the rope? I don't know. There's a place for everybody in this, yeah. So there you are. Let's see, and let's see how quickly the first step happens. Turning away from media and the government and just fucking ignoring them. The dirty, low-life, stinking monkey bastards. All right, I love you all. I'll see you all later. Have a lovely weekend.